Today I'm going to make a couple of slices of pan-fried bread using my self-rising flour mix that's gluten-free. And if you haven't seen that recipe, I'll link it in the description box below or just right here. And I mentioned in that video that I just make some simple pan-fried slices of bread, or sort of like a pancake really, but a little bit denser. So I'm just going to make 2 slices. And I usually don't measure, so I'm just gonna have to mix up some more of this. About a half cup, I guess. A half cup. And just to make it a little more dense, I like seedy breads. I'm gonna add in some whole flax seeds. And I'm also going to just grind up a few pumpkin seeds in my coffee grinder. Not to a flour, I'm just going to crunch them up a little bit smaller. So, have a few pumpkin seeds, some are still whole. Just put a little bit of that in there. Maybe a teaspoon in total. And I want a few whole flax seeds in there as well. Again, about a teaspoon. I want a little pinch of Celtic salt. Give that a good stir around. And I'm going to go ahead and add some water to that. So I want it to be a fairly thick dough. So I'm just going to add a little water at a time. Probably should get a fork. Let's get a fork for that. A little bit thicker than a pancake batter. So I want to be able to form it into a couple of squares or rectangles. Now I've made this already before and it turns out very well, and you can save these and freeze them, put them in the toaster. I don't see the need because they're pretty quick to make when you want some. Certainly cuts back on the amount of bread that you'll eat, that's for sure. Just a tiny bit more because those flax seeds are going to firm it up anyway. So that's the texture you're looking for there. And now we'll go over and heat up our pan and fry up a couple slices of bread. So I'm just using sunflower oil there now. I'm just waiting for it to heat up. But use whatever oil you like, or you can use a cast iron pan that's well seasoned. I'll go get my dough. Let's see if it'll help if I turn on the light here. Does that look a bit better? Okay. So what I want to do to make sure my pan is hot is just drop a little bit in, and I just wait for it to sizzle. Okay, so it's starting to sizzle there in the bottom of the pan. So I'm just going to dollop a little on there, and I'm going to spread it out into the shape of a slice of bread. I'll just use my fork for this. It doesn't have to be perfect. And another slice of bread. I want to move fast. And this one is almost done already, so we're just going to flip this over. Let's move this one out of the way. And again, this is not exactly like bread by any means, but it's a great replacement for bread. It's nice and soft. It's excellent with some nut butter or jam. I'm going to turn that heat down there. Turn this one over. Alright, so once they're done, you can just poke your spatula in there. Make sure they're not doughy inside. And once they're done, you want to lay them out on a cooling rack. Don't lay them while they're hot on a plate or anything, or they may get soggy. So here we go. And here are our 2 slices of pan-fried bread. Pretty simple. Let's see what it looks like on the inside. Very nice and bready. It's not doughy. And these can be popped right into the toaster. And you can toast them up. You can pop them in the freezer. I would recommend, if you're going to do that, just put some layers of wax paper or something in between. So I'm getting ready now to make myself a sandwich with these. So I'll let them cool off a little and they'll firm up just a little bit. And like I said, it's nice and bready inside. I'll actually eat that corner off here. Good. And if you're craving bread and you're eating gluten-free and you're not good at oven breads like me, this is a really easy way that you can make a couple slices of bread whenever you feel like it. I hope you enjoyed.